the idea where you have sins and you need to remove the sins. The idea of Teshuva Ila'ah is the idea that you are, your neshama is one with Hashem, and you want to return to that oneness, the complete unity with Hashem, as the neshama is before coming down to this world. It was totally one in union with Hashem Himself, and now, even when it's down here in this world, it also has that same union, the same connection with Hashem, and we can feel it and sense that connection. That's what Teshuva Ila'ah is. So, we can break it down and say as follows. That Teshuva Tata'ah, the lower Teshuva, is where a person went in the wrong direction, he sinned, and now he wants to come back. So this idea of Sur Meira, which is going away from evil, staying away from sin, and regretting the past, and deciding that from now on I'm only going to do what Hashem wants. That is the basic level of Teshuva Tata'ah, where you're stopping the sins, and you're going to only do what Hashem wants. But then, there's a higher level of Teshuva Tata'ah, and that is Aseh Tov, doing good, which is doing more than what you regularly have done. To push yourself to do more, and we talked about this in the past, if you were learning for 5 minutes, to push it to 10 minutes, and whatever you learn, the Gemara tells us, you learn Daf Echad, you learned one Daf, 1 page, now do 2 pages, always to push yourself forward, and that's Aseh Tov, doing good, to do more than what you were doing before. That is a higher level within the Teshuva Tata'ah, the lower Teshuva. Why is this all called Teshuva Tata'ah? Because at the end of the day, you see yourself as someone who's a person, a human being, who has a life, who has a family. It's all about me, but at the same time, I don't want to do against Hashem. I want to be with Hashem. So it's me together with Hashem. And I'm like a servant to a master. That's the attitude of this idea of Teshuva Tata'ah. The lower Teshuva is just to be a true servant to the master. Teshuva Ila'ah, the higher Teshuva, begins with the study of Torah. What does Torah do to a person? Torah unifies the person's mind and completely with Hashem. Hashem speaks through you. It says that Hashem speaks through your mouth. When you learn Torah, your mind is completely one with Hashem. So Torah is able to elevate us, that not only are we just a servant to Hashem, but actually we are completely one with Hashem. We are like the neshama is above in heaven before coming down. When we study Torah, we're able to be on that level of the neshama as it is in heaven. Because it's totally one with Hashem, and we're experiencing right now through the study of Torah. But then, even on that level, there's a further level than that. And that is a idea called Kadesh Atzmecha B'mutar Lach, which is to bring holiness and sanctity into even the aspects of your life, areas of your life which is permissible. That it's not a sin, it's not something which is holy, it's just regular routine, regular life. But the idea of Teshuva Ila'ah, the ultimate Teshuva Ila'ah, is to say that every area in my life is one and unified with Hashem. That it's not that only when I study Torah, that's when I'm connected to Hashem. That's when I feel the oneness with Hashem. But then I go about my affairs and I'm back to who I am. But the ultimate Teshuva Ila'ah, the highest Teshuva, which is to always feel that oneness with Hashem, is even when I'm involved in my worldly affairs. Everything that I do is always kadosh, is always holy. Because there's no separation, there's no division, there's no break in my relationship with Hashem. I'm always completely one and unified in every detail, in every aspect of my life, whether it's Torah, whether it's Tefillah, whether it's doing a mitzvah. But even when I'm doing my regular routine affairs, like eating, sleeping, business, exercise, whatever it is, it's always holy. I see it as part of my avodat Hashem. It's all following that same connection, and because you recognize you're a neshama, you're part of Hashem, so therefore every area of your life is part of that connection. It's not just in certain areas. Everything is all one in that service and in that connection with Hashem. And all these different levels we mentioned are all connected to each other. Because even when you break that, even on the lowest level of a sin, that affects even on the highest level your oneness with Hashem. And therefore, it's all the four levels we mentioned are all connected. And ultimately, even when we start the basic level of Teshuva, we shouldn't just do it, we want to turn away from sin. It shouldn't just be because I want to be a servant to Hashem. But to recognize that the reason I want to be connected to Hashem, I don't want to sin because I'm one with Hashem. My neshama is one with Hashem. I'm a part of Hashem. That's the ultimate reason why I want to do Teshuva, even on the first level, starting the Teshuva, because I am one with Hashem. I am connected to Hashem. I don't want to be separated from Hashem. And therefore, since every sin separates me, I want to get rid of every sin that I have, and I want to push myself to do more Torah, more mitzvot, and even on my daily affairs, everything should be one and connected with Hashem. We should be zochet to have true Teshuvah before Rosh Hashanah, and throughout the year to make Teshuvah, and ultimate connection with Hashem, and bring that relation of godliness through the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu. Take care from Yad Mamash right now. Shabbat Shalom.